We've fielded a lot of questions over the years here at Calvary. While these may not always be the only answers, they're our answers, and we hope they help you as you continue to grow in your faith.
Verse 14, all of you assemble yourselves and hear. Who among them has declared these things? The Lord loves him, and he shall do his pleasure on Babylon, and his arm shall be against the Chaldeans. Even I have spoken. Yes, I have called him, I have brought him, and his way shall prosper. This is another person. The Lord called him, brought him, will prosper him. He was the person that would strong-arm the Chaldeans and conquer Babylon. Now we know from earlier in Isaiah and from history that this is Cyrus the Great, who was not yet born. And so we don't get his name here, but he's already been named, and we know who it is. Notice the phrase, the Lord loves him. He was a loved unbeliever. That's important. That's important. God really isn't willing that any should perish. He really does love the world. There are people, we talked about theology a minute ago and forcing certain things to fit. So you and I, first verse that we really learn probably is John 3:16, for God so loved who? The world. Well, maybe, right? What do you mean? Well, there's a certain theology out there that says, if God loved the whole world, then the whole world would be saved. But since the whole world is not saved, then God doesn't love the whole world. He just loves the world of elect people. Oh, really? What about Cyrus? We don't want to talk about Cyrus. That's Old Testament. God loved him. Doesn't say he was saved. He wasn't. Doesn't say he got saved. It just says God loved this beloved unbeliever, right? And so very important. God really does love the world and all the people in it. The fact that they don't all get saved, that's not on God. See, they say, well, that's a failure. That's not a failure. That's a decision. And we should strive with people to make a better decision. But God does love the world.
Do you have a question about the Bible, theology, or church life? If so, we would love to hear it, think about it, and give our perspective on it. You can email us anytime at questions@calvaryhanford.com, and we will get it on the list for the podcast. And if you'd like to check out years worth of all sorts of topics like the ones we cover, visit calvaryhanford.com/questions. Thanks for listening.